No nose, no nose, no nose, no nose. It's the way I want to live my life, so no nose. Hey, what a beautiful day out here on the Hennepin Canal feeder trail. Boy, I tell you, you can't beat it. It's gonna get warm today, about 90, but humidity is low. And I tell you, this whole week, highs in the 80s, lows in the 50s. Low humidity, bright sunshine. Wind's very manageable. Formula for success for bikepacking, for sure. So let's continue on, shall we? Forward. Oh, nice. Single track almost. I'm digging this. Little sand here. All right. I like this very terrain. Great day. Great day to be retired. Loving life. Retirement has enabled me to stop and smell the roses, literally. As I ride through the very scenic feeder canal trail, I couldn't resist the temptation to get off my bike, soak in the morning sunshine, and experience the abundance of beautiful wildflowers along this amazing landscape of fragrance and color. Up close and personal with all my senses, the sight, smell, and touch of nature's beauty, with no second thought of time constraints or urgency, is very freeing and soothed my soul, leaving me with a sense and feeling of contentment, appreciation, and wonder. Hey! Dark in here, especially with sunglasses. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's about 1:15 p.m. It's a warm day today. It's 88 degrees, and I'm here at Lock 22 on the Hennepin Canal. Boy, what a beautiful ride-in from Rock Falls, from my motel room along the feeder canal. That 30 miles is some of the most enjoyable bikepacking that I've done so far. I mean, the scenery was beautiful, it was clean, a lot of wildlife, some very beautiful flowers that I spent a lot of time capturing some footage and taking pictures of. And I've arrived here, and at first I was at kind of a dilemma about staying, but the logistics kind of dictate this is the best route to go, because I have one more night of camping heading west towards home, and it's a long ways between here and other camps. I wouldn't want to backtrack, and anyway, there's some reasons why I didn't particularly like this site at first, but in the end it's the best site, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, for starters, let's take a walk over here. Just a few steps away is the restrooms, and that's not a bad thing. These are just vault toilets. There's no running water. Here's the dilemma. It's almost 90 degrees out. Yeah, the humidity's low, but look at these areas they want you to camp. Out in the bright sun, no trees. If you want a fire, it's got to be in one of these grills. They used to have water here, but it's no longer available. The only place to get it along this canal right now is the state park in the entire canal, which that's Illinois for you. They don't want to invest the money to get these hydrants inspected, clean, and working. It's a shame. What I plan on doing, because I do want a fire tonight, and I want to do some fishing. I already spotted a log up by the parking lot to take down here. So there's a place where a fire has been there on the ground, and a place there, but I think later I could get away with a fire here. And there's the canal right there, and I can step down here on these rocks. I can even set my chair here, and I can do some fishing here. So there's the old lift bridge. Very nice old-timey structure. You can see the machinery. See these chains on this bridge? They have them on both ends. So apparently at one time, years and years ago, 100 years ago, this was functional, and these chains lifted this bridge up on both ends, not just one end, so cargo, passengers could get through. Even though they do have the old lock doors still. And these pulleys. So there's more camping on here, but there's some problems with this area too. This is a nice area, really. You got the two picnic tables there, and the fire pit, and the grill, which I wouldn't use anyway. But you're real close. Here's the bike trail. That's how close you are. And there's actually homes over there too. I don't know if you can see that in the distance. So on the other side here, also that last place, that rushing water is real loud, and that might bother me at night trying to sleep. Once again, out here in the bright sun, this isn't level by these grills, no trees around. Why would anyone want to camp here unless you get in here late and there's no sun out? Or winter camp or something. I don't get it. That house was right there too. So I ruled that out. Right here where my bike is, underneath this tree, is the coolest place. It's the most quiet. Over there is some very serene, open farmland. This road, I haven't seen a single car come by yet. This is the parking lot. And the breeze, this is the only place where there's a nice breeze and it's cool and shady. The ground is pretty level right here. Later on, I can build a fire and go fish on the canal where I showed you. So that's why I chose this spot rather than leaving. What if I went 10 miles out of my way, then had to backtrack? That's 20 more miles to the next site, and I didn't like it at all. This site is pretty much out in the middle of nowhere except for that house. It's considered Sheffield, Illinois, but boy, that's quite some miles away. The city itself is probably 10 miles away at least. So I'm going to set up camp here. So I'll check in with you later. Hello folks, it's update time. It's a little after 6 p.m. What a beautiful, gorgeous day. How relaxing it's been. And I'll show you my camp setup, and then we're going to take a walk down to the canal. Alright, I got my tent set up, and this tree provided a lot of nice shade today because it got hot, almost 90, if not 90. But the breeze was nice from the east. The wind is all but quit now, but it's 82 degrees, the humidity's low, and it's comfortable. I don't have a picnic table over here, but I have my chair. I had my dinner in the chair here. A simple dinner, some snacks, that's all I needed. And as you can see, I've been playing guitar. Got that all set up. There's my bike. There's the gorgeous sunset happening right now. Let's take a little walk down to the canal. Okay, I gathered some firewood, and I've got this all set up, ready to go. I have enough for a nice little fire for sure. But right now, we're gonna do some fishing. Boy, this looks like a good spot too. All right. Uncharted seas of messages unheard, revealing a distant past exists a foreign land. Knowledge forever lasts, somehow I understand. All these memories I feel I don't belong here, writing stories of a life I've lived before, images that stir a thought that's only in my mind, keeping secrets of a world that's lost somewhere in time. Well, hello there. It's nighttime now. I don't know, it's probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Oh, beautiful, gorgeous. This is one of the best days I've ever had. Weather-wise, you know, in my life, relaxing. Boy, the ride up here down the feeder canal is perfect. Nothing against my other nights at Thompson Causeway and Rockwood State Park. You know, I enjoyed it, but there's people everywhere. They're public campgrounds, and everyone was good. It was great. I had friendly people that helped me, the whole 9 yards, but there's something about being out here all alone. Even though this is technically a campground, it feels like wild camping. Well, look at me here. Nice fire, huh? Right in front of the canal. I'm sitting in my chair. This is away from my camp, but that's fine. It's a short ways up by the restrooms, but it's been nice the last couple hours to hang out here by the canal. I did some fishing, didn't get no bites, but it was still very relaxing. I played some guitar. Tomorrow is about another 30 miles or so down the trail to Lock 26 campground in Geneseo, and then it's the last night of this trip. The last day and last night. That'll make it 5 days. Actually 5 nights and 6 days. So this was a nice long trip. Relax too. I'm retired. I don't have to think about going back to work. My daughter at home has been checking on my house and my mail, because I had a couple packages delivered, so everything's fine there. I'm not worried about my home, and yeah, this is the way to do it. And the weather, you know, the bike has performed well, so everything's great here in my life. You can't see it, but got about a half moon out, and that's pretty. These stars are going to start popping. This is a wide open space. It's going to be a beautiful morning tomorrow. Beautiful. I just know it. That's the beauty of retirement. So this has been kind of long, but I just want to let you know how grateful I am to be able to do this. My health is good. I decided on retiring. I'm confident it was the right decision. More time for this, and I know it's only been a little over 2 weeks, but life is already more relaxing, less stress. So boy, this fire, I hate to leave it. So I'm not sure if I'll see you in the tent tonight and do a video. If not, I'll see you in the morning. Thank you for watching. Good night. Well, hello, my friends. What a beautiful morning it is. It is Thursday, September 13th. Slept well last night. It was kind of crazy. Fell asleep right away. Slept 4 hours. Got up. Stayed up for about an hour. Went back to sleep. Crazy dreams. Crazy dreams. But for sleeping outdoors, I'll take it. So, getting a little late start, but I did some fishing today. I didn't have no luck. I did some videos. I took my time packing up. But we're going to have a late breakfast here. We got water for a coffee hot cocoa mix. Got my little wrap here, and it's made of the flour tortilla, chocolate hazelnut Nutella, and peanut butter smothered in honey. Ooh, yeah. See there? Got all that stuff for the road. Grabbed a muffin from the hotel. Gonna try this puree that was part of my meal. We'll see how that goes. Okay, join you in a minute. All right, let's not forget to throw in a little trail mix for good measure. This looks like a nice little breakfast. I can dig it. Here's a tip when using these solid fuel tablets for a stove, or even if you have the isopropane camping stove. The wind is a little breezy out of the east occasionally here. Always carry some tin foil with you. For one, it protects the ground if you're going to be cooking on the ground like I do. The foil in back surrounds the kettle on the wind side, and it heats your water right up. Otherwise, it's going to take forever. You're going to burn out your fuel tablets, and you're still not going to have boiling water. All right, let's dig in. You know, this is my kind of breakfast for the trail. I don't mind a cold breakfast, and it doesn't have to be real filling. Just something to get you going. Boy, I feel kind of like Johnny Appleseed underneath this tree, but this is kind of nice, kind of a little country type picnic. All right, let's try out this coffee hot cocoa mix. Oh, that's delicious. Very good, very good. A little hot still. All right, my breakfast tortilla, Nutella, peanut butter, and honey. I don't eat like this at home. I do eat peanut butter in moderate amounts, but the Nutella and the honey are kind of a treat for the trail. Actually, I'm thinking about switching to more honey. I've been doing some studying and reading. It's really not that bad for you. It's a natural product. Well, this is good, rich. A little sloppy, but works. Okay, after breakfast here, we're going to hit Lock 26 in Geneseo. It's about 25 miles. It's not going to be as warm as yesterday. Yesterday got near 90. It was 88, 89. Did have that saving breeze, and the humidity wasn't too bad. In fact, the humidity was very good. That's what kept it tolerable. So I think it's only supposed to get low 80s today, 80 to 82, which is perfect. Last night didn't get as cold as previous nights. It stayed above 60. My first night in Thompson, it got down to 50. It was good sleeping weather though, but definitely cooler. Not as much nature sounds here, and I'm surprised with all that open territory, those fields across the street. Normally the coyotes like that. They go for that, and I didn't hear any. But it didn't take me long to fall asleep last night. Sleeping outdoors is still tricky for me. Some nights it just doesn't really happen. Monday I had a little trouble, got some sleep. Tuesday at the state park, for some reason, it just wasn't happening. I really didn't sleep until the last 2 hours before sunrise, and that really wasn't enough. I can't put my finger on it. I think it's just that way in the outdoors, you know. Of course, I got that good rest at the hotel. Then last night, very good sleep, 7 hours sleep in the tent outdoors, which is very good. Got to run the state park after we get off, which is on the way. It's on the trail on the way to Geneseo, and not that far from here, and get some water. Boy, I hope they don't have that water fountain turned off in the shelter. That'll be rough. If so, I'll have to go into town to get water. But who cares? I'm retired. I'm not on the timetable to get home. And one more night camping, so. Hey, I've talked long enough. I'm going to finish this breakfast, and then we're going to hit the trail. Cheers! Good. Well, this concludes the end of episode 4 of the Great River Trail Hennepin Loop. Lock 22 here on the Hennepin campground couldn't have been better. I had doubts when I came in, and all those were vanquished. I got to do everything I wanted. Set my tent up in a cool place, got to go fishing, had a fire, nice scenery and history to give you folks, so worked out perfect. The best part was I was all here by myself. The ranger didn't even show up. Just a reminder, if you ever want to camp on this trail, seniors 62 and over are free Monday through Thursday. So it's on to the state park, the Hennepin Canal State Park, to get some water, and off to Geneseo, Lock 26, for our last camp of the trip. Be good, folks.